Today is one of those days that I really don't want to work out. About to do 155. It's not going to be too hard, but it's the most that I've done in a little while. Now time for 185, and I'm probably going to stay here for the rest of the sets. Just got done doing deadlifts and pistol squats, and usually right after this I go into biking for like an hour or an hour and a half. And man, today is like just one of those mornings where I really just don't want to do anything. Sometimes after feeling this way and going through your workout, you kind of get energized afterwards and you feel really good about it. I do feel good about the deadlifts that I did because it was a definite sign of an increase in strength. But man, thinking about the cardio right now, I'm like, oh man, I really don't want to do it. My personal motto for these situations though is, unless I'm physically really needing to take a break, I should at least give it a shot. So now I just gotta will myself to do it. I think that's gonna be the name of the game today. After breakfast, I actually had no energy, so I ended up taking a nap, and after taking the nap, I still had no energy. Clara made me a cup of coffee to try to wake me up, and I believe that the coffee is waking me up today. I was just really tired overall. The nap did help, it just didn't help a lot, and then the coffee now, I feel awake enough. And the first thing that I did was I spent some time to input all of the expenses that Clara and I made last month and in the beginning of this month. Tracking our expenses and income is something that Clara and I are trying to coordinate and work together on. And there is a little bit of a learning curve, but it's nice to do that so that we can have a clear picture on where our finances are going. And I think it helps us like keep ourselves in check and just be more realistic with our decisions. Today, Clara will be working on cleaning up the garage and getting it all set up for doing woodworking again once she is ready. And on my end, I have two important things to do today. One is pertaining to the business that I'm working on. For that, I'll be making this overall content and marketing strategy for it, which that I do like to do. But the thing that I also have written down for today is a task that I kind of feel like I have been avoiding for the longest time, and that is to continue working on the bike vlog. We just had lunch, and lunchtime snuck up on me so fast today. We wanted to eat at 2. Clara walked in at 2:40 and was like, I told her that I was gonna start on lunch right at 2. I was still on the computer working on stuff. Anyway, it is like 3:40-ish, and I'm gonna chug on a little bit more, maybe like 15-20 more minutes, and then I'll try to dedicate about 40 minutes to the biking vlog, because I feel like I'm getting somewhere very important and I need to power through, you know? One of those things. So if you open that up, I started kind of like filling out a lot of concepts. So like exactly like that, you know, like if we can get like,
we have the Japanese wax as well.
It is currently 6 p.m. Just got done with a partners meeting, catching up on what has been going on and what we are looking forward to accomplishing over the next few days in getting this startup up and going. The theme that I found to be consistent through the day was the concept of pushing through and at least trying to do the things that you don't feel like doing. I don't remember if I said this or not, but earlier this morning, I intended to do a bike training session. And if you remember, I was completely not in the mood to do it. I hopped on the bike, I started going, and then literally maybe 6 or 7 minutes later, I got off the bike. My body was dead. I just did not have it in me. Again, later today, after breakfast, when I started to try to get on with my day, I just had zero energy. So what I did after that, I tried, and then I needed to take a nap. And after the nap, I needed coffee. Now, today, I was working on a task, a very important task that helps lay the foundations of everything that we're going to be doing for this startup. And I kind of got in the zone and just kept going at it. I eventually had a choice. I could either keep working on it and then get it done today, or I can stop and start working on the bike vlog and then not get it done today. I chose to do the thing that was more fun, which was to work on the foundations of the business. So I got it done. I feel proud of it. And when I think about how I didn't get to work on the biking vlog, I am not as proud of that. I felt like I at least tried. I felt like throughout today, I did push as hard as I could to try to get to a point where I got that done. Or I tried to push myself to get to a point where I could work on the biking vlog. I just couldn't get there quick enough. I needed to put my time and attention onto my task, and that was all I could do. I think the lesson that I can take away from today is that the most important thing is that you try. I think it's important to try, and I think it's important to listen to what your body is telling you. If you're tired and you need rest and you gave it a shot and your body still says no, I think it's okay at that point. This is Clara's progress. She's been working on this thing, and she has these wheels on the bottom of what will be a shelf, and I think it's going to connect to that thing. No, not that thing, she says. Oh, this thing.
Yeah.
It's gonna connect to this thing. Once Clara is done with getting her woodshop in order, we will be resuming our cinematic journey of her project that she's working on. But as for today, this is all that I've got, and yeah.